What was hugely hyped up but flopped? I still remember 3D TVs were supposed to be the next technological leap or something. Even the World Cup was broadcasted in 3D. Then it just died out. It was fun playing COD Black Ops in 3D on the PS3 back in the day. It was definitely a gimmick though. Fun, but it made me worse at the game. The end of the world in 2012. I actually broke up with my girlfriend at the time because she wouldn't shut up about how the world was going to end because the magnetic poles were going to flip and the Mayans had predicted it. I loved her, but I eventually just came to the realization that she was a freaking idiot and we had no future together. She was also very into Connie 2012, which was extremely cringe. Google+. It stayed in invitation only phase for way too long. By the time it was open to everyone, people forgot about it and it flopped. They also forced you to use it if you had any other kind of Google account, so people naturally resisted it. What they didn't understand is that people use other social media websites if they have something unique to offer. Unfortunately now it seems like every social media site is copycatting each other. Mini CDs edit. Wow, this really blew up. Thank you for the award. Depends on where you were. Quibi, that streaming service with nothing over 10 minutes. Launched about 3 weeks after the world shut down. I was in film school when it was released. We had to get it to talk about the future of streaming. Every single toy my wife has bought for the cat. Our cat's favorite toy is a stick our son likes to drag around the yard. We buy them toys. As any good 80s kid can tell you. New Coke. Yep. Fire Festival. Fire Festival is the ultimate hyped but flopped. It's a cautionary tale of what not to do when organizing and or promoting something. The Segway Google Glass. There was a kid at the K-12 school I attended with cerebral palsy who used a Segway as a mobility assistance device. Most sensible use of one I've personally witnessed. Though I suppose trying to expand the market into able-bodied people helped production. The final season of Game of Thrones. My wife and I were very late to the GOT party. Geraldo Rivera's special mystery of Al Capone's vault in the 1980s. Smiling pile of poo. Followed closely by George Newman's mystery of Al Capone's glove compartment. Connie 2012. For the first month or so, I thought Connie was a band. Not a total flop per se, but Drake Bell's music career. Both Nickelodeon and Universal tried to make him into a pop star, but it never quite happened. He's still only known for Drake and Josh, and some unfortunate other things. Edit. I'm aware his music was successful in Mexico. He did a nationwide tour in 2016-2017 in the US, going to different high schools, and he came to mine and did a concert. Supposedly he only did the tours because he was bankrupt. Dude looked really bad and there was zero life in his eyes as he sang. Edit. Here's a link to him singing the Drake and Josh theme. I was young and cringy in high school, so ignore the rest of my page. LOL. Edit 2. Removed the link because someone informed me I was doxing myself. Grinning face with smiling eyes and sweat drop. The Dark Universe. The Mummy. Will always have the trailer where they forgot to add music or sound effects. Area 51 raid. LOL. I was actually looking forward to it. Then I never heard anything about so it just dropped from my memory. The 2018 Slender Man movie, I remember before it came out it had like a 92% want to see on Rotten Tomatoes. After it came out it got a 17% liked it. Anthem. The Destiny Killer. This decade being the Roaring 20s. Well, I remember Google Glasses were supposed to be the next big thing, but let me tell you, I haven't seen a single pair out in the wild. They were never released to the public. I believe there were only a handful of developer editions. No Man's Sky flopped real hard on its release. It's better now though. When the Segway came out, I remember an expert on Good Morning America saying that they would design cities around it in the future, instead of cars. Before it was called a Segway, it was referred to as the Thing, and new information about it was treated like fricking nuclear codes. It was called It. Cats the movie, based on one of the longest running Broadway shows. With a star-studded cast, it should have been a hit. But then, well, people saw it. Even the trailer was an abomination. Anyone was expecting anything. Crystal Pepsi taught me that everything is a lie. The Nivelle offensive, it was hyped to win World War I for France in 48 hours. Instead it was so bad that it started a mutiny, got Nivelle fired, and had casualty numbers an order of magnitude higher than expected. Being an adult, Geraldo Rivera opening Al Capone's safe on Live TV. It was empty. That one pizza party specifically in 5th grade. Juicero. The ultimate culmination of unicorn companies that make no sense. I didn't and still don't understand how that thing got so much investment. It wasn't a juicer. It was a packet presser. Johnny Manziel. Don't forget the original. Ryan Leaf. The war on drugs. I would like to congratulate drugs for winning the war on drugs. Eden Hazard to Real Madrid. Ouch man. Ouch. Cyberpunk. It was too hyped but its initial flaws were blown way out of proportion. Quicksand. My childhood fear is non-existent. Dude, that's what I thought, and then I actually got stuck in quicksand one time and it was pretty terrifying. TY Beanie Babies. Everyone thought they were going to be rich when I was in high school. At the height of the craze, an obnoxious morning DJ said he was going to cut one open to find out what was inside, and the way people reacted, you'd have thought he was going to cut one of his children open to find out what was inside. Atkins diet-esque food items at fast food restaurants in like 2008 or whatever it was. They came and they went like the wind. I remember KFC tried to get in the game at the time by claiming their chicken was healthy because it was low in carbs. That went down like a lead balloon. I remember one of KFC's lame TV commercials at the time. Some dude was standing outside on a sunny day in gym clothes eating KFC and some other dude just walks on screen out of nowhere. Hey Dave, you look great. Dan vs. Dave. 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. They were everywhere. Such a big marketing campaign. Then Dan didn't qualify. Hard to explain what a big deal that was to most junior high boys at the time. Reebok literally had a Super Bowl commercial about the big rivalry. That David Copperfield special where he made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Frick that shoot. The one thing I'll never forget from that. They interviewed some older women and she said, "I've never seen a Statue of Liberty disappear like that one did." Right, double quotation mark. In the life of Chris Gaines, the project where Garth Brooks created a grunge icon that would premiere in a movie. The segue. Remember when it was going to, and this is a quote, change the way we design cities? LOL. 2016 Suicide Squad. It's even worse now. It can be compared to 2021's The Suicide Squad. And it sucked plenty to begin with. Bart and friends trip to the World's Fair. You mean the WODFR? Theranos. It was more of a scam than a flop. Every single second Jesus coming prediction. The worst part is the Bible literally says you won't be able to predict Jesus' second coming. Google Stadia. The year 2020. Y2K. I think my dad still has a year's supply of emergency rations in the basement. He asked my mom to start using them for meals. She said he could have them in the divorce. He never asked again. Artemis Fowl the movie. Windows Vista. The Zune. I'm sorry but I need to say it. The Zune was freaking amazing and only failed because Apple was a cult that made people want an inferior product. Dan and Dave. In the early 90s, these were marketed as America's secret weapons to dominate the Olympics, until one of them didn't even qualify. https://en.m. Wikipedia. Org wiki Dan %26 Dave. Text equals Dan %20 divided by 26 divided by 20. Dave %20 was %20 and %20 advertising. O'Brien %20 and %20 Dave %20 Johnson. Literally every date any of the Q leadership deems important. Where's the Kraken? Where's the storm? Where all this fancy evidence of anything? Where's all that martial law? Where's my goddamn 10 days of darkness? I could use a nice week plus nap. The Chevy Chase show. Y2K. It was properly prepared for, so it did not become a widespread problem. Pretty sure Google Glass went away as quickly as it appeared. Haven't heard anything on Microsoft HoloLens in a while either. Reddit. I stand corrected on HoloLens. I haven't been keeping up with its development and it's made lots of stride in industrial sectors, which is an excellent use of its feature set. 2020. 2021 was a shooty sequel as well. Wonder Woman 1984. Anyone remember when everyone was going to leave Reddit and move to vote? It was basically free speech Reddit. Batman vs Superman and Justice League. A degree opening doors to a successful career, so one can buy a home for their lovely family. LOL. The Toronto Maple Leafs every season from 1967 to 1968 to 2020 to 2021.